You want that hot muscular body and those rock hard abs that get you all the men and women you desire? Well, then why not try Nandalone? It's a type of steroid called a growth hormone that gives you everything I just stated, but you'll get cancer.
They're among the world's most controversial drugs. Not coke, heroin, or crystal meth, but anabolic steroids.
Steroids are incredibly effective.
However, it comes at a price.
Here's a question of study for all of you. If I could give you a pill that could make you an Olympic champion, but also kill you in a year, would you take it? Dr. Gabe Birkin asked competitive runners that question in advance of a Washington, D.C. road race in 1967. Of approximately 100 athletes who returned Birkin's questionnaire, more than half responded that they would take the pill.
And that's when many turned to steroids.
Barry Bonds and Alex Rodriguez, who are considered one of the best baseball players of all time, were also tested positive in 2002 and 2003 for steroid use. Because of the increase of steroid use in baseball in the MLB, they issued a steroid policy in 2004 which banned the use of performance-enhancing drugs for everyone. A Canadian by the name of Ben Johnson was also stripped of his 100-meter gold medal in 1988 because he also tested positive for anabolic steroid use in his urine.
Ben Johnson.
And there are Ben Johnson, Carl Lewis is, and Ben Johnson really has it. Look at McRae is in second, and it's Ben Johnson, and he's going to walk. Ben Johnson first.
Performance-enhancing drugs are substances that are designed to increase a person's physical abilities and stamina. These drugs can be taken for a variety of reasons, including to build muscle mass, dull pain, lower stress, and reduce weight.
Anabolic steroids are now banned in every major sporting organization. In the U.S., anabolic steroids are also illegal without a prescription. Yet more than 1 million Americans have admitted using them illegally. The real number of users is anyone's guess.
Other than pedophilia, this is the most secretive behavior I've ever encountered.
Like injections of vitamin B12, anabolic steroids are taken the same way, which makes it very convenient to use by the person. There are people who support steroids at the opposite ends of the spectrum. Some strongly believe that there's no different than taking vitamin supplements every day rather than steroids. Steroids itself pushes the physiological limits of the muscle that make them bigger, faster, and stronger than they ever could.
Are steroids dangerous? Many doctors say yes. How dangerous? Doctors disagree.
The list of banned performance-enhancing drugs by the International Olympic Committee include anabolic steroids, which increase muscle mass and strength, however cause decreased growth, kidney problems, hair loss, oily skin, acne, and cancer. Another one is peptide hormones, which decreases fat, improves muscle mass, and increases red blood cells that carry greater oxygen. However, they cause diabetes, high blood pressure, abnormalities of bone, liver, heart, and kidneys. Another one is beta blockers, which slows down heart rate, however reduces cardiac response time and makes skin more sensitive to the sun. Another one is stimulants, which increases endurance, relieves fatigue, improves reaction time, and increases alertness. However, it causes irregular heartbeats, nervousness, and increases blood pressure. The last one is masking agents, which make steroids difficult to detect by stopping the excretion of steroids for a few hours. However, they cause headache, tissue swelling, and nausea. A lot of professional athletes use these to not get detected by steroids.
Experts agree the abuse of steroids comes with several undesirable side effects. Men may experience a number of short-term cosmetic changes. They can include severe acne on the back, as well as on the face. Gynecomastia, the accumulation of fat under the nipples, causing the breasts to swell. And even testicular atrophy, the shrinking of the testicles to half their normal size. For women, the androgenic or masculinizing side effects are more pronounced, including male pattern baldness, growth of facial hair, and even a permanent deepening of the voice. The breasts may also shrink and the clitoris enlarge.
The majority of steroids are illegally manufactured or traded on the black market, which eliminates any quality controls. Steroids may be contaminated or mislabeled, which is very dangerous. As technologies continue to develop, however, the jobs of determining whether an athlete has taken performance-enhancing drugs becomes more and more difficult. The WADA is dedicated to tracking new drugs and developing tests to prevent these from reaching widespread use. In the realm of Olympic sports, the World Anti-Doping Agency, which is headquartered in Montreal, Canada, is responsible for actively discouraging the use of these illegal performance-enhancing drugs.
Steroids affect the body by enhancing the natural process of muscle building. The key to building muscle is protein synthesis and cellular repair. Skeletal muscle is made up of long fibrous chains containing proteins. Bundles of thousands of fibers make up the muscle itself. When an athlete engages in a heavy workout, this structure is damaged, causing micro tears in the muscle fibers. The body naturally repairs this damage by mending the torn fibers. The result is a muscle that's larger and stronger than before. And with each additional workout, the athlete adds bulk, strength, and speed. With steroids, muscle repair can come faster, much faster.
There tend to be highly opinionated people on both sides of the aisle.
Many people feel that these drugs give an unfair advantage to their users. Others point out potential side effects and that claim that an overusage of these drugs can cause significant health problems. In addition, some point out the role model factor, that young people often look at these professional athletes as role models, and if an athlete uses these enhancements, that the young people are more likely to follow. On the other hand, some people point out the willingness to risk the possible side effects in order to obtain peak performance. They want to be the best, then they'll do it at any cost. The use of these performance-enhancing drugs is so widespread that it has been argued that it would be impossible to regulate them effectively. Still, others raise the point that other forms of technology, like the use of high-tech materials in shoes, for example, also give certain athletes an edge, so performance-enhancing drugs acts as the same mechanism to them winning. Another example is really light tennis rackets, badminton rackets, or like soccer shoes that are really light so that it helps them be able to kick farther, and these drugs just do the same thing technically.
But it's no different than taking, a multivitamin on a daily basis. It's just part of a routine.
Like this shot of vitamin B12, injectable steroids are taken the exact same way. And Kidder's earlier use of steroids gives them an insider's perspective.
A normal person, when they work out, they're going to break down their muscle, and it takes about 48 hours in between workouts for your muscles to repair themselves. Well, anabolic steroids speed up that process. So rather than taking 48 hours, it may be only 24 hours. So you're able to work out more frequently, longer, more intensely, and then recover faster so you can work out again.
Many teenagers will use steroids because they feel the need to fit in. Youth athletes are among the most common users of steroids. Steroids help the body gain muscle and weight, which is an advantage in many sports. Being the best athlete on a team makes a child very popular. However, not all teenage athletes take steroids to become popular. Many do it to gain acceptance from their parents. Some parents place great value on winning, and many youth feel that that's the only way to win, which is by taking steroids. Another is body image, another reason why teenagers might take steroids. This is mainly common for males who want to be built in muscle and weight and mass because they need to be portrayed as masculine and dominant. Some teens experiment with performance-enhancing drugs as a way to cope with their insecurities, the difficulties of fitting in with a group of peers, or a desire for independence. Others may be influenced by societal pressures to win at all costs.
Steroids are incredibly effective. A young guy who eats badly, sleeps badly, smokes, drinks too much alcohol, misses half of his gym workouts, and takes steroids can blow away the most dedicated, most gifted athlete who does not take steroids in terms of sheer muscle gain.